Good morning, neighbor. Welcome back to the Morning Minute Meditation. The thought that has consumed me over the last several days is out of Daniel chapter 6, the famed chapter of Daniel in the den of lions. In chapter number 6, verse 28, the Bible said, "So this Daniel prospered." Prosperity is not something that is antithetical to the scriptures. Matter of fact, it's very biblical. The word here deals with proceeding forward or growing or becoming more or in the starting gate getting ready to burst out as a horse would in a race. The truth is prosperity is going forward in one's life. Are you going forward, backward, or do you feel like you are kind of stalemated and stagnated in your progress forward? Truthfully, in the realm of the spiritual, we are either going forward or backward. We're not just staying in the same place. But how do you progress and how do you prosper in the things of God? Well, the Bible said this Daniel was the one that prospered. When you look at the "this is" in Daniel's life, you find several things. But one thing that really captivated my attention was found in verse number 10. The Bible was talking about how that Daniel opened his window and he began to pray against the law of the Medes and Persians, which had been enacted really specifically in regard to Daniel's faith in Jehovah. The Bible said that Daniel did as he had done aforetime. In other words, he followed his routine. He followed his pattern. This is what I have found about people that prosper and succeed. They are people of routine. They are people that are diligent and disciplined in the routines of their life. One study that I read behind out of Encounter magazine says this, that studies have shown that an immediate health effect will make more people change their habits and routines than some distant threat. In other words, we have to see the imminent threat of death before we change anything. That's why most smokers finally quit when it is finally too late. The truth is, if we would develop routine in our life now, it would transform into prosperity in days to come. You do not, you always reap what you sow, but you don't reap when you sow. You begin and then you reap. Same it is with routine. As you develop routine in your life from the time you get up until the time you go to bed, a lot of people don't like living that regimented life, but as you do it, the growth, progress, and prosperity that comes out of it is second to none. An old Spanish proverb said this. It said, habits that we form are at the first simple cobwebs that can be broken, but at the last they are cables of steel that hold us tight. That could be said in the negative, but also in the positive. As we start positive habits in our life, spiritually, mentally, physically, financially, they can easily be broken. But the longer we adhere to them, they become our mooring cable that keeps us in place. I was reading behind Kobe Bryant, and he made this statement about people. He said, "I can't relate to lazy people. We don't speak the same language." He said, "I don't understand lazy people, and I don't want to understand lazy people." For you see, lazy people have no drive, they have no desire, they have no habits, no routine that directs their life. As I read behind this great star that went from prep star to pro star without going to college and had a 20-year career with the Los Angeles Lakers, I'm not a sports fan, but I am a fan of those who are driven in whatever particular field they have chosen. Jack Welch would be another with the GE Corporation. But as I study these people, this man by the name of Kobe Bryant, his routine was greater than anyone else's. He would get up before anyone else. He would have 2 or 3 hours of workout in before his teammates ever got out of the bed. He would practice dribbling without a basketball in his hand, thinking through moves and direction in his life on the court. He was an unbelievably driven man, and out of it, of course, came 5 NBA championships. He was an 18-time All-Star, a 15-time member of the All-NBA team, and the list goes on and on and on. His routine and his regiment led to rings on his fingers, by which he was called a champion. Let me ask you a question. Does your routine show that there is a champion living within inside of you? Or are you just simply another person who will not succeed? This Daniel prospered. Are you a this? Think on these things today, friend, and have yourself a great day.